Suck it.
This is the BAM Podcast with Malcolm Springer.
I'm back here with the Tater Talk.
Tater Talk, baby.
What up, what up?
I guess that's what we're calling it.
Tater Talk.
With Junior Case.
Tater
Listen,
Talk.
we have some good material to go over tonight that we've seen in the news.
Yeah. We've been keeping up with you crazies.
This is going to be a good one right here. I love it. Okay, man. Okay, first of all, I got struck with a Dome. Dome is the one who sent me this from Dark Below.
Dark Below guys, shout out.
But by the way, while y'all hear the new single, I remixed
awesome.
it. It sounds really good.
Shout out to Shrek too, man.
I'm really happy with it. But man, he sent me this because he's always sending me some crazy stuff. Now,
Keep it up, Dome. Keep it up, Dome. Send it in.
This headline here says that Andrew Frey, man high on meth, fights off 15 police officers while masturbating.
All right, my first question though. You think he finished? Or did they stop him?
Well,
He must have been really feeling himself.
hey, okay. It was in Oregon.
Oh yeah, where it's all legal,
Not
right?
that anything's bad with the Oregon people. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
But
that
how the hell can you concentrate
Somebody was high.
on slapping yourself and being interrupted?
Hey, yeah. I mean, if you're that high, there's no such thing as an interruption.
So he's 37 years, apparently made a series of outbursts and then began to masturbate in an Oregon restaurant.
Right in the restaurant?
What did he do? Did he get Tourette's and start
I guess
cussing
he was trying
people
to give him
out?
some of that yum sauce.
Yeah, he trying to finish. He trying to finish the pancakes. You know what I'm saying?
Yum
Okay.
sauce.
So here's the picture in my mind. Okay, so there's 15 police officers trying to fight him.
Are they eating breakfast?
Trying to get him. It's the Marion County Sheriff's Office. Okay, so listen, imagine this. I'm not trying to be graphic here. I'm just saying you're gonna have to be a one-armed son, bitch. You know.
What they really was? Oh, did they really try to break it up?
Hey, well here's the deal. If
Or was
15
they surrounded and watching?
if 15 officers are at a restaurant, you know the sheriff's there with them. They ain't gonna have all 15.
Oh, this is even better. Police were reportedly unable to subdue him.
So he finished.
Subdue Frey with a taser.
He even finished with the taser in his ass.
So didn't they know when he was sitting there meeting his thing that when they tasered him, his arm just
That helped him on out.
It helped him finish
That helped him
faster.
on out.
Yeah, he just helped him finish faster,
Oh
bro.
my God, that's hilarious.
Thank you.
No, but the thing about it is like
My question too is,
I
what
don't-
drug you think he was on?
well, it says meth.
Man, I don't know.
I mean,
concentrate.
but
Trying to smack yourself and
these days there's like
fighting off
7 different
15
kinds of
people.
meth. You know.
It says here that Frey later reportedly told authorities that he took methamphetamine and couldn't remember the obscene incident. According to the man, he couldn't remember freaking jerking off
He
in
must
a
have been
restaurant.
hanging with Biden son.
I just hope for his sake there was a couple of female officers.
Oh my God! Okay. Here's some of the comments below this article. Why he himself was beating off. What does that mean? They call him the octopus. You beat me to it. Thanks.
He a bad motherfucker. Hey, he a bad motherfucker. Either they watched him. I think they watched him before they arrested him.
And then,
Do you think he was sitting down or was he standing up?
well, here's what's funny, man. Some gay fella said, "I'd like to watch."
That ain't shocking.
He probably did.
Oh man,
It might have been one of the
Oh, my God,
officers.
this is
You
the
never
funny,
know.
but
You know.
sad on meth, but masturbating in a bar while fighting 15
That is
people
serious.
that is insane.
Yeah. I mean, we would definitely wonder if you're special. He didn't rub the walls with feces or nothing, did he?
No.
I mean, he obviously finished, though. They said they couldn't subdue him even with the taser.
Hey guys, Richmond Engel, he commented, I'd say he had a firm grip on the situation.
Yeah, that he did.
Yeah.
Oh my
He wasn't,
God,
letting, he wasn't
awesome.
letting nobody.
Oh my God, that's freaking great. Well, he had a firm grip
He
on
used
the
to make
situation.
gorilla glue on that.
Oh my
He was
goodness,
stuck.
that is great.
Yeah.
Poor guy, man. Well, the thing about it is okay. So here's the problem I have with all this. Okay, not only does he have to go to Christmas and face his family
man.
this year,
Oh,
and
man.
being his picture is in the paper. Not only does he have to do that, but he has to face his friends. If he has a girlfriend or had one, if he had one, that's even worse. Or ex-wife, that's even
He
worse.
should have been
'cause
knocking her down.
Oh my goodness, she's gonna be whoever's gonna be giving that poor guy hell. I'm talking some major hell. I mean, that's freaking great.
That's
Well,
fucking
He might get
hilarious.
some after this.
You never know.
okay. So look, hey, look, guys. So here, okay. I got to keep on about this one. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. I told somebody the other day. I forgot who I was sitting there with, but I told him. I said maybe this is my example of the simulation. Now, did it really happen? Now, in my simulation, I'm just seeing this article, okay? The fact that it happened in someone else's simulation, you know what I'm saying? But to me, you know, it really, you know, it's just some article. I
It's
read.
just a story.
Because I couldn't even imagine being in a restaurant and looking over and some dude start screaming at people and start freaking beating his meat. I mean,
Hey man, I work.
Yes.
I do a lot of stuff downtown. You ever?
well,
Go
I've got a lot of
downtown
friends
Nashville?
that, man, that do that stuff, but I don't think they'd ever do that one.
Man, you'd be surprised.
Well, maybe they would. Maybe them living out in the country saves them from it.
Man, if you work in a,
I don't put nothing past nobody.
I work in a heavy.
Somebody liable to do something out there, man.
I work in a heavy populated area downtown, man, and just the sheer, I'll watch around and you'll see the craziest drug use. You'll see a lot of guys come through with
yeah,
no
there's plenty of
clothes
that.
on.
Are you serious?
No, I'm serious as
Oh,
a heart
yeah.
attack. No clothes on,
At the hotel?
and think that everything's normal,
like buck naked.
like butt naked.
And they don't get arrested?
Or maybe they got clothes on, but they're down to their ankles and they're slowly walking around because they're so high and so messed up. It's sad, but it's true, man.
Junior, you've seen some stuff down there, haven't you?
Like at the Hermes Hotel, dude, older dude. I know he about 7 years old, outside in his drawers.
Yeah, straight up
like-
in the whiteys, man.
I had to go up there and let him in. I'm like, now you know damn well you too old.
And he's running around naked downtown?
Yeah.
Well,
He
in
just,
his
had
underwear.
he just had his underwear on in the hotel.
Hey, buddy, they're smoking crack broad daylight now.
Downtown?
Downtown, broad on the street corner, man.
Hermes
Broad
Hotel
daylight.
probably get the
In
most.
Nashville, Tennessee.
In Nashville,
They probably get the
Tennessee.
most prostitutes at that hotel.
Isn't that a freaking? I thought that was an expensive, classy hotel.
Expensive.
It
Yeah, they
is.
buy a lot of. I mean, yeah. They buy a lot of mouthpiece down there.
Oh, and they just pick these girls up off the street.
Yeah.
They're just downtown
mean,
hanging out.
Just
They
hanging
can't
out.
discriminate if they're paying for the room.
They
You
just
know, you
hanging out,
can't.
man.
If you got money, they can. I mean, them workers. There's workers everywhere in every business. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
That
So, hey, best thing going is horn. So if you trying to look for good spot to go set it, go to Hermes Hotel.
oh my goodness.
Down in the restaurant, just chill out.
But now that hotel's downtown too. Isn't it?
Yep. It's in the heart of
I
Nashville.
found 3 dead bodies in the back of the building.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, that's Nashville. That's what I'm telling you now.
Murdered
man.
or
It's
just died?
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl. Well,
OD'd. That's what I'm telling you. Is they're so out of context and out of
And these
themselves
was tourists.
that they don't really, they're so out of context, out of themselves. They don't really care about repercussions or if their clothes are on or what's going on. Man, they're not in the right frame,
Wow.
man.
It
It's
looks
sad,
like,
man.
Looks
That-
like, man. It looks to me like America should be putting money into freaking getting people off of drugs.
That's
instead
the
of
new
some of other stuff
pandemic.
They put into.
That's the new pandemic to me,
That,
man.
you know, people always talking about what they be calling defunding police. I don't say defund. I said just push a pause on a lot of stuff that they're investing in. Push a pause on it and let's invest in somewhere else. You know what I mean? Because you've been investing this in years, from the police departments to the football,
The whole
all
justice system.
all
The whole-
the athletics. You know, you invested already enough money there. Now it's time to invest in your people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like health insurance.
No,
it won't
I'm
hurt.
right there with you.
I'm
You know what I'm
with you
saying? It won't
100%.
hurt to have health insurance for 5 years, free health insurance for 5 years.
Not even 5 years, man. Come
You know
on,
what I'm
like
saying?
we need to be
You've
like
been
other
winning all
countries.
these years, so you know if all these sports teams is that much, you got that much money, worth that much. Guess what? They can fund their own teams for a few years and give us free health care.
Yeah, they can. I mean, that it can be put into the budget. It's simple moving math and numbers, man. I mean, they can do it. It's just, you know, it's back to the profitability.
It's like a scam. Then like the lottery.
Right.
The lottery is supposed to be for the education.
What I think though is if they
You
did
get-
that, you would actually get more people that wanted out of network service. Still, so you would still be making plenty of money because people still want surgeries, and if they're not elected, you still got to pay for it, even with insurance. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I just feel like if we can go to some other country and blow them up to pieces and then rebuild their country, we're double getting, you know, we're getting double, you know, tagged for it. And I don't see how anyone could think that makes any sense, you know. And the thing about it is like doing things with a cause. I know everybody's going to come up with their causes, you know, and me and Scott Shepard that was on here, you know, he was over there. And
I thought that episode was great, man. Black Hawk,
and
you
it
know.
really is though, like you know, I can just tell, you know, he's not going to say too much because he's going to end up running for office, you know, and stuff.
That's
So,
run itself hot.
but it's like he, you know,
Yeah, he gave you a piece, but you know you can't
He's just like-
delve too far.
well,
into-
he's just like, you know, it seems like we didn't get anything done at all. You know, all we did was go over there and kill a bunch of people because we wanted repercussions for 9/11, and it's like,
yeah,
you
we
know,
had one thing on the mind. We had one thing is like you punch us, we're punching you back.
Well, I think it's fighting terrorism, but the whole thing is you can do it a lot easier with just a few missiles from a few drones, and a whole lot less expensive. And the heck with that,
and
they're the
save
one
a lot
housing
of
the
people.
terrorists. They're the ones housing the terrorists. They can rebuild their own damn country, and we can freaking take care of our people's health. Because the truth of the matter is like that's a huge, biggest part of the problem in this country, and it's like. We have the means and the funds to solve it too.
Man,
you know,
not
that's
even
what it is.
Not even just the money, man. We have the smarts, man. We got some of the smartest people in the world here in America.
I just think, man, if you do that though, look at all the insurance companies you're going to cut out. Look at all the doctors that's not going to get as much money. They're going to be. They're not going to make millions of dollars.
I'll tell you how
look
you
at
can
all
fix
the
it.
freaking people that's
I
going
can
to
tell you how to
They're
fix
gonna
it.
get the money. The reason why they're gonna get the money, the same money that you putting off into the police, these football teams. You know, how Titans finna get a football team. And they football team really ain't real talk.
Hey, how about
I
And
heard
you
this?
they
talking
wanna
about
do it together.
spending $500 million
How about this?
for a stadium?
new stadium.
How about a simple?
Come on, man.
How about the simple fraction of?
Come on, you feel me? You finna spend
Oh, I know.
500
Yeah.
million for a stadium.
Yeah,
and,
well, you got to do that if you want
But-
certain
but-
events.
But where are
you
they
know?
supposed to build this
and, that's,
stadium?
and,
Right
this, and this is
right
just one
across
project.
from where it's at. Right
And
across
this is
from
just
where
one
it's
project. You know what I'm saying? So if you can spend this much money on one project, you can afford to do.
But Junior, where are they going to put it? Beside the other
at.
stadium?
Yeah.
Ain't no telling.
But where's it going? Which side? Toward the highway or toward
No,
the
right across the street where the big factory is.
I don't know. Then again, they might put it
across
there.
over at Spring Street?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where the
What are they
big
going to do with
factory
that
is.
stadium?
Over
That'll
with,
be parking. It'll be just like it is. They'll just level it and make it all parking.
But what about
over
the
there.
stadium? Oh, they're going to level the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's
Wow.
well. You got to realize, man. Warranties
Yeah,
and
over
stuff.
with a golf
and
cart. Oh,
safety.
you know, on the other side of the bridge, Jefferson Bridge. I think it's gonna put
Me,
it
Wow.
being a chief engineer, I can tell you guys structurally, when buildings get certain age, depending on how they were built, depending on the rebar used and what not goes into the building, determines how long those buildings are rated and last as far as safety. They get inspected every year. They can go, but when buildings get a certain age, man, the money to fix them, it's almost worth building another one. Why are you going to put $100 million into something? I mean, it's going to fix it, but
That's what's crazy. So you mean to tell me the ancient Greeks, they build these freaking coliseums that's still standing there? And I mean, these were freaking built like BC. I'm talking like 400 to maybe even 1400 BC. and the freaking thing is standing there still. And you mean this thing ain't been up freaking how many years? 20 years?
Yeah, maybe 20. I forget, was it 99?
I
guess
think
that
they
went
put
in
a
the stadium.
pause on
I
all
remember when it was
23,
brand
yeah.
new. I remember they built it brand new. Me and
Just
Junior
think how
remember
much.
that?
Just think how much money they put off into Vegas.
Oh yeah, man, come on, for
Man,
lifetimes.
Man, Case, have you been out to Vegas?
Yeah,
Guys, I went out there and it blew me away because, man, that whole city looks brand new.
it does.
The highways look
Streets are
brand
clean.
new. It does.
It look nice out there.
Does the roads all look brand new because the desert?
Not all of them, but most
you know
of
what's
them.
so crazy?
Like in the city,
it actually
they do.
costs more here than Vegas
What's that for? What?
to stay.
Oh yeah, you're.
Oh, yeah.
Or to
yeah.
visit,
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean, or just to visit.
Yeah,
you know,
just
'cause
your,
you can go to
your
visit
room rate.
and get some cheap places in a good place.
Yeah, you
but
can probably get $100 room at the Bellagio.
you gonna bust
you know?
your head one night.
Yeah,
Unless
$250
you
a
live,
night.
unless you live out of town quite a ways, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, I live in Hendersonville, and our place is just as much as it is in Brentwood.
anywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
It's all the same now. If you're within 30 minutes of Metro, downtown Davidson County in Nashville, man, you're getting
but-
you're paying a pretty
man,
penny.
I know we didn't get on here to talk about this, but has anybody noticed the traffic lately?
Oh, it's getting double, isn't it?
Man, it's like
double.
L.A. now.
It really is.
Well, you know what's so crazy? Me used to working third shift. I never just saw the traffic.
Yeah, you don't get it
But
much.
now,
Junior.
since I'm done quit work, man, traffic is ridiculous. You have to go all the way around at least leave an hour ahead of time.
Yeah, and you still late.
Man, I swear, guys,
And then
like,
some.
like tomorrow morning, I swear I'm going to get here by 7 because if I don't, I'm going to have to hit and mess with all that dang traffic. And it just sucks.
You
But
need to learn the back streets.
Well,
anyway.
yeah, you got to.
let's get back to some funny stuff here. Everybody cares about Nashville. I mean it like that. I'm just saying, people from out of town probably won't hear about us bitching about Nashville traffic.
Well, man,
but
we're just
if you
OGs.
come here for a vacation, you better book like 3 or 4 months ahead of time because
Yep.
you ain't gonna find a place. And
Your Uber's going to be about $40 each way.
the town is outgrowing itself, but we still have not got a person caught anyway masturbating in a restaurant.
Not
fighting
yet.
15 police.
Well, maybe we have. They just hadn't put it in the news. I'm sure some,
There's some crazy shit goes on here.
Yeah, we've had a few killed in the
It's
bars
definitely
from
live.
security. We've had a few.
You're definitely gonna enjoy yourself. Just go downtown.
Oh yeah, you'll see some picture shows.
All right, look, guys. There's one here that I cannot ignore here.
Where are we going?
Man, I don't even know what to say about this feller. I mean, hang on here. Let me find him. Felice Johnson in Kentucky State Pen. Now, this fella, man, is a very particular guy. This guy.
But when lockup visited Kentucky State Penitentiary, we met Felice Johnson,
Felice Johnson.
a longtime inmate who practices a very different kind of homosexuality.
But we have sexual desires, right? So you got a bunch of men locked up in one place. All of them get hard. All of them's horny. All of them got sexual desires. So what are they going to do? You won't let them have a woman. They gonna have each. Somebody's gonna have to give us some booty. And
The most memorable story that Felice told us was about the place and importance that booty has in a maximum security penitentiary. And he went on about it and on about it.
in his prison, booty. Booty was more important than food.
Water.
It was more important. I'm serious. It was more booty, having some booty was more important than drinking water, man. I like booty.
Johnny went on to tell our crew how he used to satisfy his sexual desire.
Okay, look.
Fleece got life though.
Okay,
you know.
this is do not get thrown in the Kentucky State Pen.
Yeah, unless you want Fleece Johnson.
Unless
on
you want Felice Johnson getting that booty.
Dude, masturbating need to go up and down.
Yeah.
Here's the yeah.
He
look,
won't
probably
masturbate
could-
no more.
no,
you
he
pin him
can't.
up in there for a minute. Now look, now here's my thing. Is this real? This is
Who,
like,
Fleece?
This is like the news.
It's real deal.
That's real.
I
deal.
mean,
Fleece Johnson.
I mean, the thing is titled Booty Warrior.
He like booty. He's a lifer. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
Wow.
when you're a lifer, I guess.
I gotta say,
guess
guys,
might as well go and
That's
get your
pretty
business.
pretty
I
intense,
ain't
isn't
going
it?
nowhere, so I might as well go on and get it. So,
here's my thing with
fuck
that,
that.
though. I don't care how long I've been locked up in the dang pen. Man, are you kidding me?
No.
That's not my thing. Now, hey, if you're a gay fella, maybe that's a
Yeah.
good place for you to go,
Yeah.
and that's fine. But that's your deal.
Yeah, if you're into that thing, that's where you want to go, man. Then go to jail.
Old Fleece trying to apply pressure, even if he ain't gay. He don't even care if he gay or not.
Does it say what he got thrown in here for?
I don't even know.
Hang on.
Especially during the 1970s and 80s, when he was most active and prison security was more lax.
When I see one, and he looks good to me. When I go see him, I say, you come here. I say, I'm telling you what, I like you, and I want you.
He calls him out, huh?
We can do it the easy way or the hard way. So the choice is yours, right?
I like you and I want you.
And it was always yes.
Johnson also had a warning for the new generation of inmates. They might be asking for trouble from old-timers.
You know, they got this thing where they sag their pants past their butt. It's a style. They call it some sort of gangster style. You know, it's sexy to us, right? And see, but they weren't prepared for this, right? So you sag your pants.
He just said sagging their pants is sexy.
Yeah.
They on
He said
another
it was
level.
sick,
huh?
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah,
He said it's
that's
sexier than
Kentucky,
him.
man. Kentucky State Pen.
Man,
That-
guys, another one where I'm saying that's not my simulation.
No, mine either. Thank Jesus.
I mean, I don't even know what to say. Fleece Johnson?
Yeah,
Fleece Johnson.
Now,
He applying pressure if he ain't gay or not. He don't care who
He like you. He's calling you out.
But they still
want
don't say what he's in jail for. That's what's kind of crazy about it. That's what's nuts about it.
You
They
think it's
probably
some
been
kind
there for
of
rape. Much
I mean,
booty he like.
life in prison. You probably, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things I guess you could get life in prison for.
Man, that would suck pretty bad.
Yeah.
It makes me not want to freaking say I'm gonna kill somebody anymore.
Yeah. It makes you change your attitude a little bit, doesn't
I
it?
get my kids to watch this, and guess what, man? You got them in there in just about all the prisons. You got one or two in there, guaranteed.
Yeah, that's like that's like when
Ain't
I was
going nowhere,
young.
so
When I was young, we didn't have the Fleece video, but they would take you there, and you saw a couple of them guys in jail. Boy,
that
you knew fucking better.
to him, you that's like a virgin.
You knew better than to get into that place.
Well, man, I don't even know what to say about that. Maybe we shouldn't talk about that anymore because that's weird, man. Well, the thing about it is why would they do an article on him? That's my thing. Is like, how did he get the spotlight here? I mean,
Hey, he applying pressure.
and I want to know what I want to know why they said at the front of it though. Seriously, like, why is it he's performing a different kind of homosexuality?
They act like they scared of him in the prison. You heard
I
what
think
he
it's
said?
because I don't think
he's grabbing on God's ass, everybody's ass.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying? He's not discriminating on nobody. Everybody's getting it.
I feel like Fleece is like
But him saying he's different.
He like Debo in prison.
yeah,
but
that's exactly what I was just about to say.
He's just the rapist in prison. He the Debo in prison. The
he
rapist.
took it,
Yeah.
and it's like not only is he taken as the big prison leader, it's that he's probably not really gay, like he said. It's probably known to have women outside of jail. It's just I got life in prison, so guess what? I'm gay now.
Yeah, he like
you know
booty
what I
like-
mean?
he like booty
I'm
so much.
homosexual
He
now
got
because I have to
straight
be.
Gay.
You
He
know?
got to be straight gay. He like
You don't
too
have
much
another.
ass.
I mean, what other?
I wonder if that was like that before he went to prison, or if it just.
Yeah, that's a good question. I
Then
do
again,
too.
somebody might have turned him out.
Yep, it could be.
I mean,
know?
guys. I mean, there's a lot of questions that I'd like to ask Fleece Johnson.
Pretty weird.
Man, I mean, I guess if you're in the pen, man, I guess if you don't, if you hadn't been out in a real, I mean, he might have gotten thrown in jail at 18.
The only thing I want to ask, why you want to smell like shit all the time?
No kidding, man. Oh man.
Well, I mean, depending on what Kentucky State Penitentiary smells like, you probably smell like shit all the time anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Where is Kentucky State Pen? Where is it? Hey, can you look that up there, Jackson, and see where it's at?
Was it in Lexington or probably? You think it's Louisville? It ain't Louisville, is it?
No, I don't think it's Louisville. I think it's
Some
Louisville
small
between,
town.
I think it's between here and Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville look like the slums. Especially-
Bowling Green,
especially
Kentucky.
right downtown.
No, where we at there? Sidetrack. Eddyville, Kentucky.
Dude, that's not very far from here.
Eddyville.
Yeah, that's not far.
Eddyville's pretty close, actually.
Yeah, that's before
Now, maybe-
Metropolis and all that.
That's
It's on the way.
just right over Springfield, isn't it?
It's
Or is that on the other side of freaking?
yeah. It's on
Everything to me is like Muhlenberg County. 'Cause
It's
that's where
like going
Isaac grew
to
up.
what do you call Owensboro, Kentucky, like
Oh,
That ain't
24.
far at all.
No, it ain't that bad.
Ain't that far at all. Well, listen, it's the whole point is do not wind up in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Stucky.
Fleece got your head.
Kentucky State Pen.
Hey,
He
Kentucky.
said he likes
Kentucky
you.
State Pen.
He said he likes you and he wants you.
He said, "Oh, come on." I'll say, "Come on over here." And man, poor fella, man, he's got teeth like Bubba off of Forrest Gump, don't he?
Dude. Hey, it was so crazy. He's for real.
Yeah.
He's serious.
He's dead serious.
'Cause
He's
I
in
thought
there.
there for a second, man, because the look of the reporter. I mean, he looks like something out of a freaking Saturday Night Live skit. I mean,
That's why they need to take his kids that don't scare straight. They
But
need to
you
take
know-
him to take him to
Right.
fleece.
Everybody had one of those guys at high school too, though. That was just the preppy, Hey guys, Everybody had that,
no, nothing wrong with that,
No, not at all.
man. So I want to talk about, man. I didn't get to watch the whole video. Now I watched the video of this New York pastor, Bishop Whitehead,
Bishop
and
went off, but he had a good reason though. He got robbed for like $1 million, right?
But which one came first?
Was it one of the chicks though?
The robber came first.
But was it one of the chicks? Or maybe their little boyfriends that robbed him. Maybe he was like, "Get her out of here"
Man,
because
I
of
think
that.
I think it was insurance fraud.
Okay, there he is getting down.
Yeah.
Yo.
See, the
Yo.
robber came first.
All right. Yo, all right.
More than $1 million worth of jewelry stolen, all while a renowned Brooklyn bishop presented his
Why
Sunday
you got $1
sermon.
million worth of
They,
jewelry? If
Took all of my wife's jewelry and
you
took
just
all
leave
of
your
my jewelry.
jewelry at the congregation?
And then they left. However, these young men didn't know that cameras were on.
The leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries live streams its services, and last Sunday was no different. As Bishop Lamore Miller Whitehead
Oh,
addressed his
my
congregation, a group
See, look
of
at the cat over in the
masked
corner. He
gunmen
ain't moved or
interrupted.
blinked not one time.
Because he was the one that set it up. Right?
All they would stay like it says insurance
Whitehead
fraud,
detailed.
man. I think it was insurance fraud.
I wonder what they got
How
in
much-
insurance. He said $1 million in jewelry.
Yeah, over $1 million in jewelry.
Okay, who in the hell wears $1 million in jewelry?
That's what I'm saying, man. And you're a pastor?
He's a pastor.
Man, your church is doing real good. You got $1 million in jewelry.
Man, you got pastor here with $60 million jets.
Praise Jesus. Praise Jesus.
I mean, what in the world is wrong with people? Are you serious?
I'm serious. Praise Jesus.
So dude's got $1 million worth of jewelry, man. There's people on the street starving, and he
Yeah.
calls himself I don't know,
that's
man.
it, man. That just
That's a
throws
cold-
me
that's-
off
that's a
too. I'm the
cold
same
game,
way.
man.
Well, obviously, Pastor Bishop didn't take to it too well because the very next service
Yeah.
the very next week, Pastor Bishop, he grabbed this woman by. Okay, he ends up grabbing this woman by the back of the hair
And talking
And,
to him.
and tossing her
Get out
out.
of here, bitch!
Yeah. What was the real reason for that, though?
Move her out of here.
Hey,
man. Come on, let's give Jesus a round of applause, y'all. Hey, yes, Lord. Let's give Jesus a round of applause. Let's give Jesus a round of applause. Let's give Jesus a round of applause. Now let's give Jesus a round of applause. While they take pictures and they want to be on social media, take the pictures. Take the pictures. Take the pictures. Take the pictures.
Take the pictures.
Take the pictures.
Bitch, get your ass out of here. He grabbed the shit up out of here. Bitch, get your ass on up out of here.
Hey, you ain't up there taking no picture. You have to move on.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Hey.
I mean, you know, look.
He said take the picture.
Like 10, 15 seconds before that, he's going, yeah, Jesus. And I was like, get the bitch out of here.
Hey, but you know what's so crazy? One pastor I look at, I might not agree, but he's have you ever heard of Thaddeus Young? I think it's Thaddeus Young. He's a pastor in Memphis. He's called a cussing pastor.
He just lets it go though.
And man, dog.
F-bombs and everything.
Are you serious?
Man, I'm dead serious. He
like,
said, I like titties and I like.
No way,
man. That's how he talk. He cuss him out and everything, man. He do not play.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with those two things. I'm just saying
He's speaking.
Never heard it in my sermon.
He's speaking about the Bible, but at the same time, he's giving you his delivery.
Yeah, I never had that in my context of my preaching. You know.
No, but you know what? Nothing surprised me these days. I mean, that's part of the simulation right there. This Pastor Bishop, what we ought to do is just try to get him on the podcast.
Pastor Bishop Whitehead.
And see if he believes in aliens and Bigfoot. You know, I mean, I think he's a good candidate to come on here.
I think we need to talk about it though. What they invest in, cause hell, he's living in a $1.6 million house. We need to find out what hustle he got.
Man, you know, it's like there's
because it ain't number 10, 15 people that was in his congregation when he did that. So
maybe it was like you said, maybe it's insurance fraud that built the church.
No, maybe there's something else going on in the back of that church other than freaking
be.
You know, the gospel.
We're talking New York, man. A lot of stuff goes on in New York.
He pushing a lot of Bibles.
Yeah.
Well, man, you know, I'm so far from, that thing, but it's funny because Jason Knoll was on here, and there's a word for it that these preachers go to make money, and I forgot what it was. It's like it's called something. Jackson, can you look that up? It is a televangelism.
Yeah.
Okay, because there's some pretty obvious things, man, and I'm gonna just call him out right here. When all that stuff happened down there in Texas, was that a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Joel Osteen wouldn't let people in.
Yeah, with the
church.
Flood in Houston.
Right, with people who didn't have a place to stay, he wouldn't let them in the church.
Yeah, that's not very church-like, is it?
No, but you know what? Brett Manning told me, and I'll say because Brett don't care. Told me years ago that guy was not good, and so did a couple other people. That guy's not good, and I never really saw. I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to see on TV under the lights and glitter,
But it's there's nothing wrong with making money and being prosperous.
No,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
But
we all got to live.
But now,
But how you live is everything. What do you do with it? That's everything.
I've never met a rich pastor, so I don't know. You know what I mean? All the pastors that I grew up around and are friends with were always just living in the parish, and barely made it really, honestly, in the church.
They really put everything into the church.
There was the dozen rich families that went to the church that made sure that he had food to eat and made sure he had a place to live.
Same with my interactions with pastors.
But
they're just really good guys.
The pastors is a little different.
These guys on TV though. Here's my thing with that is there's nothing wrong with trying to tell people about being trying to make them a better person. But now here's the problem with it. The problem is, man, is when you're taking from people, because I watch some of those. I'll start watching one of those and I think, man, man, I mean, who would be the person that would watch this? You know,
Well,
I'm trying to picture.
It's a lot.
There's a lot,
and that's what's crazy though. Like you know, is there that many people like all of a sudden in some kind of desperate situation that morning or that afternoon or that evening when it comes on?
Man, I think it's just like everything in America. It's convenient.
Or do you think
you
it's
know
the
what I mean,
Junior? Do you think it's the sadness of the world that people
just prey on that, prey on people's faith, man? You know, because that's really the only thing people got out here is faith. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's terrible.
Yeah. And that's I done seen it work, man. You know what I mean? It's like his cat. I don't care about him. His name they call him Showtime. My cousin just got out of prison. And I went over there thinking I'm finna see, you know, support the fellas, you know what I mean?
Right.
And my cousin is a powerful singer. When I say powerful singer, he can hit that song that'll make you reach in your pocket.
Right.
And he kept on making my cousin go up there and sing, and right before it ended, made him sing again, made him reach in their pocket again. So the plate went around like 3-4 times. And they...
Well, you know,
it's sad. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that probably there are people out there that are just good people that really do have faith in God and really do want to deliver a message.
Yeah, they want to see them fellas succeed, but at the same time, you have hustling folks. You know, you got people that actually want to see you win.
Right.
But you taking advantage of the quick dollar instead of looking at the longevity.
Yeah.
Every pastor I've ever known has spent more time at the freaking funeral home and the hospital and people's houses that were sick. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Than trying to make money. I mean,
they've seen the side of people that nobody else has seen.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Where I'm from, man, it's totally different. My uncle passed away. He was at this pimp church right there on at the end of Bradley Parkway. I mean Ellington Parkway, Bishop something. But he ain't come visit my uncle now one time here. Me and my sister and brother, we cooked and you know, and helped him out for a while until his wife and daughter came in and took him up to Murfreesboro or whatever. But pastor didn't come see him that one time.
I guess there's all kinds, you know.
Well, I'm gonna try to stay away from it too much because I could tell some stuff, but not anything that's like not human. You know what I'm saying? Not anything to make money, but just you know ones that mess around on their old ladies and stuff like that.
Well, what about the ones that do good though? Like I mean, I just seen an article the other day.
But you said bishop is that Catholic or is that?
That's what he called it, bishop. I don't really.
Really?
I didn't really want to say his real name, but when I say Ellington Parkway, at the end of Ellington Parkway, they know the pimp I'm talking about though.
Because a bishop, I thought, was a Catholic religion, and I thought you had to really go through a lot. You had to be like really.
You know, as long as you go to school for it, anybody can be a pastor.
Yeah.
I know some cats that was.
But a bishop, you know, there's the same thing like saying you're a record producer.
It's like Bishop Don Juan. He's a real bishop. The pimp.
Who?
Don Juan.
Don Juan. You don't know who Pimp Don Juan is? Yeah, Bishop Don Juan Pimp.
Yeah, he carries
look up Don Juan Pimp.
Yeah, dude, look
Bishop
up Don Juan.
Bishop Don Juan.
Oh, you don't.
He's a real.
You know,
he's a real bishop.
It's like Bootsy Collins kind of.
As long as you go to school
you know?
for it, man.
You can be a what do you call it
if you want to do tax evasion, that's best route to go.
There you go. There's Bootsy.
What's that?
Look at him.
I mean, there's Bishop.
Yeah, and everybody rap video.
Bishop Don Juan, yeah, Snoop Dogg, everybody. He's freaking with
and they real pimp.
So if somebody's a known pimp, is that legal in that state or something?
He's a real pimp.
I mean,
he's a real bishop.
Well, I mean, is it legal to have a Pimp of the Year award? They still have it every year.
No way.
Yeah.
Where at?
In New York City,
Atlanta. They be having it all over. Houston.
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah,
look it up. Pimp of the Year award.
Pimp of the Year award. So
they still be having it, man.
So Well, man, you guys, y'all blow my mind sometimes.
So the best thing going is horn. That'll never go away.
Yeah, pimp of the year is a big thing, dude. You get the pimp of the year.
So these guys have real women that they loan to you, or they
hustle.
You can rent for a while.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Oh, it's still going on.
It's still real deal.
I don't know, man. I guess the world has gone insane.
It's pretty nuts.
But I know that there's always been pimps.
I call them good managers. There's some are just some good managers.
Is it players ball? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Players ball.
Why don't they have like hot madams anymore? I mean, they show those freaking movies back in the day where they got these hot madams.
That's in Vegas.
Well, what happened to that?
That's in Vegas. You know,
there's hot madams in Vegas.
Oh, you know they got the bunny ranch in Vegas. They can go buy all the you want to in Vegas.
You got all kinds of stuff, and it's legal there. So
yeah, you can go to Vegas, act a donkey.
Yeah,
the donkey.
I said you can go there and act a donkey. Yeah, you can go there and act a donkey, man. They got a lot of shit in Vegas.
Oh my God,
that's legal like weed.
Don't ask him for the donkey, Malcolm.
Man, you know where I want to go? I want to go to freaking Amsterdam.
Oh yeah.
And
red light district.
I want to take Tiffany to Amsterdam. The only thing about it is, though, I hear that it's gotten pretty rough there.
It is. You got to be careful. You really want to stay in the touristy, you know.
I just hope good.
It's another level.
That's all I'm saying. I've been disappointed when I went to a couple of these.
Well, this is Amsterdam. This is the red light district. Supposed to be what.
There's a lot of
Bill
Street,
Bourbon Street, all the famous places in America that are party places. This is what they were tried to be like. Was this one red light district? District, and that's in the Netherlands, right?
Yep. And they've got, they've got everything from dispensaries to restaurants with all your favorite, just like Oregon, what do you want kind of thing. And it's not really legal there. But they know, like, in that park, in that red light district, like, it's pretty much,
weed isn't legal there?
No, it's not legal, but they have,
it has to be for them to sell it, though.
Well, they sell it, but the thing is like, they sell it. It's illegal to go outside of that area with it. If you get caught with even what you buy there, if you're outside of that park area and you got it, they're going to take you down. You know what I mean?
Well, see, that's what's odd to me about that. That those foreign countries like that, especially the Dutch, are just kind of strange. They just run
very
things
strange.
Russia,
it is.
Man.
But you know what, though? It's kind of cool when you think about it, though. It's like you can go into the area and stay there for the night and do your thing. You know what I mean? But you just got to know better than to try to take it out.
Well, even in the United States, some places you go to, you better have the permit where you're allowed to carry it throughout every state, because some states.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, even if you're from Cali where it's recreational, it doesn't matter.
What if you carry it out of state, it's illegal?
Well, I'm talking about as far as weapons, guns, and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
but like New York don't even play, man.
You can't have a gun or anything in New York. You can't have a gun in California.
No, I don't know about Cali, but I know New York. You're not allowed to have no gun.
Same with Chicago. Same thing.
Wow. So you don't have anything to defend yourself if you get.
No,
you're not supposed to. I mean, people
this
do.
Lady
Come
just
on.
Did, I meant to send that to you. She just did a couple of years for getting caught with a pistol.
Man, was it one of you guys that told me the other day that somebody,
Plexico Burris shot himself for the Pittsburgh Steelers? He shot himself and had to do 2 years
for shooting yourself.
What do you mean he shot himself and did 2 years?
I guess he was coming.
You
down
ain't
the
taking
steps
me downtown.
The gun was adjusting or whatever. He grabbed it and shot himself. Well, he ended up having to do 2-3 years.
Somebody told me the other day that somebody was like breaking into their house, and that the guy shot him. And when he was breaking into his house, the guy had a freaking gun. Was that you, Jackson, that told me that?
Oh, Illinois.
And they threw the guy in jail. Like they threw him in jail for murder. And I don't know the details on it. I should have got the details on it.
Was the guy breaking in armed?
Yeah, but from what I understand, that he was breaking an arm, and the guy that had the gun, but I think it was in one of those states like that you can't.
You're not supposed to have it
anyway. You're not supposed
anyway.
to have a gun, so they booked him for murder. It's like, look.
Come on, man. If you're protecting yourself,
this
that's
is the United
different.
States of America. If we want to, I have a gun, and if I want to wear it on my hip,
you have a right to bear arms.
Then it's my business. I don't. I have it in my bag, which probably ain't gonna do me much good.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. The gun is not for a robbery. The gun is not for fucking somebody, mess with my family. You know what the gun is for? The gun is in case a zombie apocalypse happens.
Like, say, for instance,
it's for when the aliens come back.
Somebody was trying to break in my house a few years ago, right? And if I'd have shot at the door, I would have been charged for them trying to get in. They would actually have to get in, come in for me to shoot them.
And feel physically threatened. You have to feel physically threatened. Like, there has to be proof of physical force on you before you can really discharge.
Well, let me tell you something. In Missouri, if you think somebody's coming at you
and they get in through the door, it's over with.
No. I'm talking outside in a parking lot. If you feel somebody's coming at you to harm you, you can shoot them son of a guns dead right there and go home and go to bed.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, laws look different, man.
Yeah, every
that's what I was told. We're gonna have to look up the laws. I know here in Tennessee, I see all kinds of people, that have a gun on them and stuff. And I think that's kind of
ain't no wrong with having a gun.
Open carry
it's
here
just
too.
About protecting yourself. The rules about like, say if it's your house, if somebody actually trying to get in your house, and you can see them at your window, and you just fire and shoot their ass, you would get charged for it.
Yeah, because you're not under threat. You're not under physical danger at that point yet.
What now, Junior? What?
If they at your back door trying to kick it in, and you was to shoot, because I had came down and waiting on them to get in because I had the door jammer at the back door and they just kept on kicking but couldn't get in. But I was just waiting because I already know the law. Here,
well, that's where you tie a string onto the door jammer, and you back up behind the couch with your gun, and you pull the door jammer. But here's the problem. The problem is, man, is we can all talk a bunch of shit, but nobody wants to kill anybody. But now somebody breaking into your house,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
But here's the problem.
If they're holding a weapon, dude, I'm gonna feel threatened.
Because what they're gonna do is come back again if they don't stop.
Oh, you come try to take mine, I got to get you. You know,
it's like that's the problem because they think, well, I didn't get him, I didn't get in tonight, but I'll get in tomorrow night. He's too big of a coward to freaking do anything. And the bottom line is
Well, I know you guys are like me, dude. We got cameras, we got our piece. We got it. We're gonna have you. We're gonna get you.
Just let you take it.
No, we're gonna get you. I trust.
Guys, I just came up with a great idea for an invention.
What's that?
A freaking taser door, box. So if somebody's at your door trying to kick in your door, you just press a button, and shock his ass and freaking take him down, and then go out there and freaking,
That's
maybe
not bad. Have the
you
camera
maybe take
facing
a piss
your
on him
door.
or something. Call the police, take a piss on him. I'm just saying.
Camera tasers.
Wouldn't that be a great idea to also, or have one in your door? Your door thing, and also wham, and get you there. Fucking,
Be cool if the taser itself is a camera that latches to them. So not only did you tase them from the camera, but where they go, you still see.
Be a nice
you know what I mean? Like you can't run.
Doorknob taser. Huh? I said that would be a nice little invention. Doorknob taser.
I mean, man, we probably shouldn't give it. We probably shouldn't give it away on the podcast.
We're gonna have to send that off to patent, boys.
Well, I tell you what, that's a good idea though. Yeah. And what you could do is you could have a doorbell taser, and you could have several little taser boxes around the door. Now, here's the problem though. What happens if your dang mother-in-law comes over and you think it's a robber?
Hey, accidents happen, bro.
You better call or ring that doorbell before you touch.
No, but I can see how someone would think it's funny, you know what I mean, and freaking zap somebody's ass. But now, hey, but that's on you, and that's the deal. But I'm saying, so hell, somebody could freaking take a dang that pepper spray and spray you in the face while they're walking by in the grocery store.
We'll call it the buzzer button.
I'm telling you, the buzzer button. The buzzer. We might already take this out of the podcast. That's a good idea.
Buzzer button.
The likelihood of us getting it patented, and the likelihood of us getting it.
But still,
great idea. That's funny. No, we'll do the BAM podcast.
Hey, well, anybody interested in
do the Bigfoot
chipping
alien.
in on the button buzzer, we're in.
Butt buzzer.
Butt buzzer.
Booty. booty warrior.
Yeah. we might have to get the BAM podcast on Shark Tank with our button buzzer.
So guys, did y'all see the Titans game?
Man, I don't want to go. Oh, it's awful, dude. We look worse than a damn high school team, dude.
I saw Buffalo highlights.
I mean, it was bad enough to put. Dude, it was bad enough to put third string in. Just let third string play.
And they want to spend $55 million, please.
But I mean, the team could build by the time they get the stadium built. It's going to be 5 years.
Yeah.
But I think your Junior's point is hey, either spend it on freaking healthcare or helping people in Nashville, or how about this? How about spend the money on some better players?
Yeah. How about actually build the team up right? I mean, we did that at one point. And it still kind of didn't work, though, guys. So I kind of see where they're at. It's like we've spent a lot on players before.
Coaching now, they had Jeff Fisher.
Yeah, they had Safe Fisher. Oh, Safe.
He was 20 years and was a 500 coach.
Yep, run, pass, run, pass every time.
Eddie George, he was okay, but he wasn't that type of player.
Yeah,
Eddie George was more of like a plow. He ran over your ass.
Yeah.
He was just a tough son of a gun.
But not only was he tough, man, he was like a good people person.
They waited
always
too late
seen
to put
him
it in
out.
McNair's hand, and
He's still around. Eddie George is still here.
Same with Javon Curse. That whole era of
Tennessee
the team.
State.
What's that now?
He coached Tennessee State.
Yeah, he's a coach. He's a football
Really?
coach.
Yeah,
I didn't
College.
know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Deion Sanders making a big moves, man, with this college, man. That
wow, that's awesome.
NIL.
Yeah.
Where they kids get to hit the transporter.
God, that sounds fun.
Oh man,
I'm a sports fan, man.
That
I
sounds
can't
fun.
help it, dude.
Anyway, I just had to say something about it because it crossed my mind a second ago. Okay, so here is the grand finale.
Grand finale.
I gotta say, guys, this one's so unreal. I don't even know how to take it. This is not my simulation, but I'm reading about it.
Yeah,
Somebody else's simulation. Okay. How a top U.S. chess player became the victim of a bizarre rumor that he used a sex toy to beat a world champion.
What was it? His queen? Did he use it as his queen, or I mean, what was it? Like
Okay. Sparkling, baseless.
Is this real or just somebody just? Is it real?
I mean, this is real. I guess he's the.
This is real.
He's a Chinese guy. Did I read that right?
No, the American chess grandmaster Hans Neumann.
Oh, so Hans is an American guy.
Bizarre online rumor that he used a sex toy to beat Norwegian world champion Magnus Carlsen. Okay, however you say that name.
With a sex toy.
Rumors has spread online about suggestion that he might have used a wireless anal beads that vibrated to signal what moves he should make.
Oh, so it gave him. It was like Morse code for your butthole.
Exactly. Neumann, 19, defeated Carlson in the stunning upset in the Cinque Field Cup on September 4th. He ended his 53 game unbeaten streak despite having begun the tournament as the lowest rated player. So he had anal beads in, and his buddy was giving him a message to what move to make.
Yeah.
Which really is kind of odd. Here's my problem.
How did they have this set up?
Here's the problem with that whole thing is, if his butt buddy or is giving him signals freaking for his anal beads. I mean,
they've been practicing this for a while?
Well, and wouldn't his buddy be the grand champion then?
Yeah, really.
Well, then why wouldn't he be in the tournament instead of just putting some anal beads up your buddy's butt? And freaking signaling, I don't get it.
Yeah, what do you need him for?
No. I'm just saying, man. I mean, people are weird. They're weird, man.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, how you say that? Cinque Field.
Yes, they've been doing that for a while. So because
the
reason why I said they've been doing it for a while.
Field.
One for a pun, two for
Yeah, but okay.
So you think he still probably got him in right now since he was the champ?
Oh my God. He said if they want me to strip fully naked, I will do it. I don't care because I know I am clean.
He's clean. He didn't have anal beads in now.
He clean, but them beads dirty.
Yeah.
You want me to play?
We know who the real pawn is.
You want me to play in a closed box with no electronic transmission? That's really weird. Closed box with no electric. Okay.
He's saying, you know, if you want me to play without it, I'll do it.
Go regardless.
Man, that is crazy.
What do you think the Norwegian player thought about all this once he found out?
All I can say is I hope someone told him welcome to America.
Yeah.
Because that's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
well,
that's stupid.
Anal beads theory spread on social media.
So
Jeez, guys, I mean, man,
it's probably just some made up story.
I don't even know what to say about that, man. I mean, my God, what do you say about that? I mean,
hey, I can tell you he was a fan of Fleece Johnson.
He like Bodie.
Old Fleece done got hold of prison.
Yeah, Fleece done got a hold to him.
He watched that Fleece Johnson movie, dude. It was over with. He figured out how to win the chess tournament.
Like some of these things we talk about, I can't even picture happening. Like I can't even picture, like, okay, even
the
if
15 dudes.
Okay, but look, here's the deal. I'm not saying the guy did it because I don't know the guy. I'm just saying there's a reason for someone to suspect.
Yeah.
I mean, his buddy probably got an anal bead thing over there, freaking sitting there dealing with it. You know, but how in the world can he tell him what moves to make? I mean,
they had a system, man. Like Junior said, they've been doing that for a while.
But why wouldn't the guy tell him to make the moves? Why wouldn't he just play? That's just
it's
you know
just weird. Yeah, it's just.
Or if you were that good, why would you let your buddy win with the butt beads, and why wouldn't you just win?
Maybe the guy was in and he lost first, and then it's like, well, my buddy's not that good. My buddy's not that good. Let me give him the old, 1-2.
So have you guys ever played chess?
Yeah, man, it's a warrior sport.
I tried.
No, look, here's the thing about that game. I mean, I admit, man, that is, but you get these guys, the guys that you play in chess, it's always like
same move every time. Yeah.
Checkmate. It's like because you moved one pawn, all of a sudden it's like checkmate. It's like, man,
get out of here, dude.
My son and my nephew, they played a jail way, and I'm like, ain't no sense me even trying to play with you.
Really?
Yeah, they straight up. Ain't no doing this and that. It's this way, and that's how they play it. Even in dominoes.
See, dominoes, I haven't played it so long. I don't think I can remember how to. I guess you just mash the numbers up on the domino.
Yeah, but count them.
Yeah, gotta play it up or down.
Guys, do y'all remember the days that we had time to do stuff like that?
I know, man. What a good time.
I'm ready for a big ice storm this winter. I can get locked in and freaking play some cards with my kids.
I still try to play it.
Ain't it funny?
I do it for fun though. That in spades.
Ain't it funny though how even when you're trapped in something like that, no matter how fast the time is, you get so much more done because it's cold and because you feel trapped, and it's like it just goes hand in hand with you getting work done. Whereas like on a hot day, you could still be trapped in here. It just seems like you don't get as much done as you do in the wintertime for me.
Man, it's miserable outside today, guys.
It's hot as ever.
But now tomorrow's supposed to be 78, so.
Yeah, but I mean, 78.
I ain't never heard of it dropping that much temperature without it raining.
But me either. But here's the thing:
this weather been crazy.
It's cloud cover and humidity. So if the humidity's down and the cloud cover's up, it is going to be a big temperature difference. You got to realize, even though Nashville's not necessarily a border water state, we got 3 man-made lakes and a river that run right in the city, man.
So our humidity's off the ledge.
It's up, man. It's up. It's not as bad as most, but it's up, man.
Well, today is the first day of fall, and or is it tomorrow?
That's a good question. Pull it up.
Is this the first day of fall, Jackson? Wow.
It don't feel like fall today, buddy. It felt like summer.
Summer.
Yeah. Hey, Memphis, Tennessee recorded 101 today, guys.
Wow.
Memphis was 101 degrees.
See now, how much water? I know you got a river in Memphis, but how much water?
Dude, it's so humid.
So it's just like Nashville.
Oh, it's worse.
It's the same. It's worse.
Yeah, it's not in the hills. It's just swampland.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what though? Okay, so you guys think that we're hurting the climate? I'm just curious. What do you think about climate change? Do you think that we're making the climate change?
You ever heard of HAARP?
Well, now the weather changed. Now, I know we can change the weather, the HAARP thing, but what? To see, I hear so many things.
Is that
about
part of the climate change? Is tweak?
No, they're just manipulating stuff.
They can just make wind tunnels and move,
they pretty much freaking. I mean, they can cause earthquakes.
Yeah, they can move what they want.
And you know what? In so many words, they and I say they is the government or whoever runs.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's cloud makers and everything.
They were messing around with it, and that's what caused Katrina to happen. I don't give a damn what anybody says. It is what happened with that. And there was a couple other earthquakes that happened that. Yeah. But you know what they said about that HAARP thing, that they caused that Japanese earthquake that killed all those people over there and caused that nuclear
reactor.
Russia got one too. China got one. It's like several of them got a HAARP.
Oh, I'm sure that's
and they leaked. Just by all them tinkering with that shit, man, it's just really throwing everything off. You know what I mean?
Because it looks like to me the weather that usually hits here is hitting up north.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Alaska been dry, you know what I mean? So it's crazy. You know what
I mean, I still think part of it is the circulation of how our planet rotates and is built. I'm not a flat earther. I think that
well, we're definitely rolling around the sun.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Anybody can believe what they want to believe, but I mean, we definitely we're floating around the sun.
It's proven.
The moon's floating around us, and we are floating around the freaking universe. Yeah. And the thing about it is, it's where we're at in the spot of the universe. I think is making the weather change. I don't think that it's just hard for me to believe that. I'm not saying that some of these nuclear missile tests that aren't changing weather.
Oh yeah,
I don't know enough about it. I just know one thing. I know that.
Well, there's definitely.
I
some
said
things.
that one time on Facebook, and this bitch gets on there and she starts her shit with me about.
Well, there's definitely some control.
I went to college for this. I went to college for that. I don't give a damn. You went anywhere. Yeah, here's the bottom line is this. I know one thing. There's been 100 nukes set off on the planet. In the last freaking 5 years.
Yeah. Oh, easy. There's been more missile tests in the last year.
One a month. That's over one a month. So I mean, and they're testing them. It's like, well, if that can't affect the weather, isn't that radiation? I mean, that at its finest,
Yeah. What do you think these tsunamis and all that stuff that come out of nowhere,
Well, I mean, the earthquakes, there's earthquakes in
the earth is moving, but I mean, waves that big, man, come on. We are, as a species, we are trying stuff we've never tried before, just like you said.
Well, what's sad about the whole thing is just like other things, people are trying to make money off this climate change thing. And the bottom line, I'm not saying we should pollute the freaking waters. I'm not saying that we should let toxic gas in the air. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying to say that cars like that we drive around are causing the freaking climate to get hotter.
Well, it was a man that
maybe it is helping a little bit, but it's not.
I mean,
that much.
It's not
well,
near as much.
It was a man that actually had built a car that work off air.
Yeah, you said that.
Oh yeah, and water. They definitely
just so happened he got killed in the market with a few other folks, and it was overlooked. You know what I'm saying? Because he was gonna change the game. That right there would have changed the game.
Well, it seems like there's
able to move around just off air.
It seems like there's a bunch of people that gets killed all of a sudden when they invent something that's going to save the world's energy thing. Yeah. And that's the thing, no matter what, because these electric cars that they got, and because I want to get one, because I want, that's my next vehicle. I want to get a Tesla, or I may get the new Hummer.
Well, our button buzzer is going to be solar powered, so you'll have a stun gun on your door, solar powered.
Well, Well, I mean, if carbon monoxide is as bad as they say, heck, we can just have it. Some going to charge off of carbon monoxide.
There you go. Yeah, gas them up before we shock them.
But what I'm saying is, these dang oil companies, we're not going to get away from them. The electricity that we're going to be charging electric cars up with is going to have to take oil to run the freaking stupid freaking.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing.
You see, they ain't even trying to move to solar power, and solar been out for a while.
Yeah, I mean, what's the most energy we can get from anything? It's from the sun, guys.
Oh yeah,
we know that.
Oh, yeah.
That's the strongest light. It's the hottest thing. I mean, it's everything you can think of. The sun is the ruler of elements to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean there's a ton.
You can't put more together than the sun.
Look, I'm just a freaking record producer, man. That's recorded a lot of records, and I can tell you what right now, you know, the engineering of something that could collect enough sun to freaking
and the sun help my medicine grow.
Would be pretty simple.
Dude, if you see my skin after about 45 minutes outside in Nashville, bro, you would understand what I'm saying.
What are you talking about?
Just the power of the sun, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got some sun yesterday. Just walking outside, having
just
a
walking
cigarette.
outside. Yeah.
But you know, but man,
and that's radiation. Back to what we were talking about earlier.
Y'all trying to dodge my question. So y'all don't think that we're causing climate change?
I mean, to an extent,
yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
We are.
You think we are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're trying things, and it does adjust the timeline.
When you go outside in the daytime, we ever just paid attention, just look at all the streaks that's in the sky, and a plane haven't went by at all?
Well, this is my problem, guys. Is this whole the world overpopulated thing? Or you know, look. I have flown across the country, flown down to other places, other countries. Man, there's a lot of freaking space out there. I mean, we're not.
Well, you know that's what
I know that some of it is just like some of it is the demand for food.
Yeah,
it's and stuff like that. But honestly, I mean, really, honestly, to me, I just can't see. You know, they said they can they can fit the whole entire world's population in 500 square miles of LA.
You believe that?
Oh, well, that's a mathematical figure. I mean, that's true.
Well, you know, Elon
so
Musk.
They can fit now. Everybody be shoulder to shoulder.
Elon Musk thinks that we're, we're doomed as a species because we're underpopulated. You know that?
Well, because what's going on is in these cities, there's a lot of people that are not having kids.
Yeah.
Like
not like when we were, not like when we were growing up, where families were 4 or 5 deep. You know,
Junior's my only friend here in Nashville. Well, there's Brett Manning. I got other friends that have kids, but that I hang with. You know, I mean, he's the only one that's got kids that I see all the time. You know,
yeah. You're right.
And you know, Tom Fuckett, you know, that used to work over here.
I love Fuckett.
Yeah, I talked to him the other day.
I love Tom.
We pull up
Tomcat.
To a stop sign.
We call him Tomcat.
We pull up to a stop sign. I'm sitting here looking at my cell phone. He goes, "Hey man, Tom Fuckett." But no, he has some kids. I think he may have just one. But anyway, the whole point is what's going on is these people that are in like New York and all that stuff, man, they're not reproducing.
They're not.
They're not having kids.
They can't afford it.
But
the cost of living is so high, but you.
I think that is partial reason of the majority of not even just my generation or any. I mean, it's the insecurity of not being secure anymore.
Now, most men they ain't really trying to have kids because of child support.
Because more likely you're gonna go in divorce. Yeah.
Or just just the way of the world, the post-pandemic. I mean, how things are structured now, how the simulation is for all of us. Some of the things we got to do that we normally don't do. It's crazy.
I tell all my boys about that spreading that yum sauce. Sometimes you got to keep that sauce to yourself.
Well, and because sometimes you wind up with the wrong gal.
Yeah, sauce on the wrong one.
Yeah,
but
that's each person's own judgment, whether it's the right or wrong. But at the end of the day, like you said, I mean, look at the numbers. The numbers are right. The statistics aren't wrong. There's more children now growing up without fathers than ever. There's more children having children.
Oh, that's the cussing pastor right there.
Okay.
He was doing an interview with a.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Dyke, man, and he finna beat that girl up.
Well, guys, we better get out of here, man. I'm tired, man.
I'm tired too, man. It's been a
day.
good one. We'll be back.
You can tell Junior he's quiet tonight, man.
Oh man, I'm good.
Hey, another good round of.
Man, been had a few deaths in my family, but other than that, man,
I'm sorry, man.
I'm good, man.
We here for you. What you need, man?
Shit, I need to go to the house and smoke a blunt.
There you go. Tater talk, baby.
I'm gonna go home and freaking crash and get back up here at 6 a.m.
Do it again.
I got to get back up myself. So.
All right, boys.
All right, guys. Good time, man. Good time. Let's get out of here.